The whole purpose of God's creation is for us to learn how to love. But in this particular thing, when we're talking about tithing, it really to us, it's more about obedience. I think it's hard enough to discern or to understand what God wants us to do in big things and in small things, throughout our lives. And I think that it's not about the church, or it's not about generosity, or it's about us. That God instructed us to live this way so that we live out our priorities, so we demonstrate, maybe to ourselves more than anything else, that we're not the most important thing.
But it kind of goes with what John was saying about priorities, of putting God first, family second, yourself third. And if you can treat your finances that way, it just makes life so much more simple. And we learned through a lifetime of doing this that you develop this as a habit. It just is what you do. We were taught and raised that way, but once we implemented it into our own lives, it just became part of what we do. And it has made things simpler for us. No question about what we're going to do.
I think it's reduced our stress. We don't have to make these priority decisions all the time.
Our stress is greatly reduced because we trust. We have seen it happen in our lives. It took a lot of faith. It wasn't easy when we were younger, but now we have the trust because we know that it works. We know that God is going to provide for us, but just putting our life in order it gives us just that sense of trust that it's all going to work out.
I think that our trust has grown through the years. I think it's a little bit about gaining discernment, or trying to gain wisdom, or trying to understand, okay, God, I know that the big point is to learn how to love, but what do I do with this? This, to me, this thing about prioritizing your life and giving first and saving second and living on what's left, that it's not easy, but it's not complicated. It's not hard to understand, right?
I would encourage anybody just to take that step, that leap of faith, and just trust and know that God will take care of your needs.